Hello, CSB families. Sophia Talbot, Nutrition Manager here. Today I wanted to introduce you to IMIL. IMIL stands for I am moving, I am learning. IMIL is a proactive approach to keeping children, teachers, and you parents, the whole community healthy. It actually was adopted quite a few years ago by Head Start. And it keeps us healthy by integrating physical activity and nutrition learning experiences into the day, and it does this, I believe, in a simple yet powerful way. But did you know that 25% of children do not get enough moderate to vigorous physical activity? And I didn't know this, but before the age of 5 is when 90% of neural connections happen. Yes, that's 90%. And in order to make the brain cell connections, children need moderate to vigorous physical activity, MVPA, and good nutrition too. So movement helps build the brain neural connections early in life, but also to maintain it, you need to be moving too. So in other words, MVPA is a must. It's a must for building the brain, plus we need it daily to maintain our neural connections. So that expression, move it or lose it, has a lot of truth to it. Also, until I learned about IMIL, I didn't realize that strong connection between movement and brain development, meaning learning. I thought, movement's important. Learning's important, of course, but movement was important for children, to just run around and get the wiggles out, so hopefully they would go to bed on time. I didn't realize the strong connection between actual movement, and we're going to talk about intentional movement, and making brain cell connections, which means learning. So what I'm saying is MVPA actually helps children learn. It helps them learn. It helps them be prepared for learning how to write, how to do math, and even analytical thinking. So also what's important about moderate to vigorous physical activity is if children haven't learned how to jump, how to hop, how to throw, how to catch, they're going to be less likely to be interested in games or sports or other recreational activities later on in life. So it's really important that we help them build those skills. And you can do that. You can make a difference on their moderate to physical, you can make a difference on their physical activity and also on their learning, right? So one of the things I want to teach you today is what's called crossing the midlines. There are 3 midlines. So the first midline is top and bottom. So take an imaginary line across your torso here. So you want to cross a midline from top to bottom. The second midline is down the center. So take a line, put it down the center. So you have right and you have left. And the third midline is down this way. So you have front and you have back. All right. So what you want to do is cross those midlines. I'll go over them again. Front, back, right, left, top, and bottom. So now you know the midlines. You want it to work, to have fun with your children and turn on some music and cross those midlines. Call things out. But you don't have music, that's okay. And you know what? There are a lot of things that already naturally cross the midlines that you probably are doing with your children. So one of them is the hokey pokey, right? You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out, you put your right foot in and shake it all about, or your arms or whatever. That's crossing the midline. Another one that crosses the midline is head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. And you can do that with even babies. That's still crossing the midline, even for those babies to help build those neural connections. Because remember, 90% happen before they're 5 years old. And then another thing you could do is just make things up, like put your hands in the front or shake your hands in the back. Shake your head in the front, shake your head in the back. That's another way. Or if you want to use a ball or certain materials, you could use, I don't have a scarf here, but you could use a tissue, right? And throw the tissue up with your right and catch with your left. Or you could say, take the tissue in your right arms. Now you're learning also about right and left, and put it under your left leg and catch with your left hand. So there's a lot of ways you can cross the midline and have fun at the same time. And more importantly, you're building those neural connections. So go across those midlines. Have fun.